Prince Harry's title controversy on The Graham Norton Show, Hypocrisy, Hollywood Backlash, and Renée Zellweger's cutting Remark. In a moment that stunned both the live audience and Hollywood insiders, Prince Harry allegedly demanded that he be introduced as Prince Harry during a recent taping of The Graham Norton Show, a request that has since ignited waves of criticism. The demand, which came despite his and Meghan Markle's repeated assertions that they wished to step away from royal duties and titles, was met with irony, skepticism, and even open disdain, most notably from Oscar-winning actress Renée Zellweger, who found Harry's insistence to be laughably hypocritical. This incident is the latest in a string of awkward public moments that reveal the growing divide between the Sussexes and Hollywood. Once welcomed with open arms, Meghan and Harry's contradictions, attention-seeking behavior, and insistence on using royal titles when convenient are reportedly making them a tough sell even among the most celebrity-friendly circles. But what does this moment tell us about Harry and Meghan's standing in Hollywood, and why are so many A-listers, including Renée Zellweger, calling out their inconsistencies? Love keeping up with the British royal family? Hit subscribe and never miss a moment of royal news. Hollywood's growing skepticism, the Sussexes' credibility at risk? It all unfolded during a recent taping of The Graham Norton Show, where Prince Harry allegedly made it clear that he expected to be introduced with his royal title, despite officially stepping down from his role in the British monarchy in 2020. According to reports, this request clashed with the show's long-standing tradition, as Graham Norton typically introduces guests by their profession rather than their titles. The moment became even more awkward when Renée Zellweger, also a guest on the show, reportedly raised an eyebrow and made a sharp remark questioning why Harry would still demand royal recognition after spending years distancing himself from the institution. It was a reaction that many in Hollywood share. For years, Meghan and Harry have championed themselves as independent, privacy-seeking individuals, only to continuously leverage their royal status when it benefits them. This inconsistency is not going unnoticed, especially in an industry that thrives on authenticity and reinvention. The Sussex paradox: wanting royalty without the responsibility? From their multi-million-dollar Netflix and Spotify deals to their high-profile interviews, Meghan and Harry have repeatedly used their royal connections to secure lucrative projects, all while criticizing the monarchy for its outdated traditions. It's a pattern that's becoming increasingly difficult to ignore. They want the prestige of royalty, but none of the obligations, one Hollywood executive told a source close to the show. You can't have it both ways. Either you leave it all behind, or you don't. Graham Norton's take: was Harry's request excessive? Those familiar with The Graham Norton Show know that the host rarely, if ever, introduces his guests with their formal titles. Even when actual royals like Princess and/or Prince William have been mentioned in passing on the show, Norton has kept the tone light and informal. So, when Prince Harry allegedly insisted on being called Prince, it reportedly raised eyebrows behind the scenes. While Norton is known for his humor and diplomatic hosting style, some believe that even he found the request excessive. If the reports are accurate, this was yet another moment where Harry and Meghan's public narrative clashed with their private expectations. After all, if Harry truly wanted to shed the weight of his royal past, why make a fuss over a title that he himself claimed to have left behind? Hollywood's patience is wearing thin. What happened on The Graham Norton Show is more than just an awkward exchange. It's a reflection of the growing skepticism Hollywood has toward the Sussexes. When Meghan and Harry first stepped back from their royal duties, they were embraced by the entertainment industry as courageous truth-tellers, willing to take on the outdated monarchy. But as time has passed, their actions have often contradicted their words. Many A-list celebrities, producers, and media executives have reportedly begun to distance themselves from the couple, not necessarily because of their activism or personal choices, but because of their perceived need for constant validation and control over their public image. A producer from a major streaming platform reportedly said, "At first, everyone was fascinated by them. Now, people are starting to ask, what do they actually bring to the table besides their royal status?" Even Oprah Winfrey, who conducted their bombshell 2021 interview, has subtly distanced herself from the Sussexes in recent years. And now, with actors like Renée Zellweger openly questioning their motives, It's clear that their influence in Hollywood is waning. The backlash continues. Renée Zellweger's words echo Hollywood's sentiment. Renée Zellweger's reaction was more than just a passing remark. It was a reflection of what many in Hollywood feel but haven't openly said. Why insist on using a title when you've spent so much time telling the world that you don't need it? Zellweger reportedly said during a backstage conversation. That single comment encapsulates the entire controversy surrounding Harry and Meghan's post-royal career. If their goal is truly to be seen as independent, modern figures, why cling to the royal title whenever it suits them? It's a question many in Hollywood, and the public, are now asking. Final thoughts. Is this the beginning of the end for the Sussex's Hollywood run? The incident on the Graham Norton Show may seem minor in the grand scheme of things, but it's a symptom of a much larger issue. Hollywood is losing interest in the Sussexes. At a time when authenticity matters more than ever, Meghan and Harry's contradictions are becoming impossible to ignore. They want privacy, yet they do high-profile interviews. They want independence, yet they demand to be addressed as royals. They want to be seen as self-made, yet their entire brand hinges on their past lives as Duke and Duchess. Hollywood is a place where image is everything, but contradictions are fatal. If Meghan and Harry continue down this path, they may find themselves not just out of the royal family, but out of favor in Hollywood as well. And if Renée Zellweger's reaction is anything to go by, that shift may already be happening.